everybody, Lord Tremendous here. Got another battle report here for you. 2200 point battle, a Rock Wars GT prep. It was me, Lord Tremendous at Warriors of Chaos, versus General Unbalanced of the Empire. If you guys remember the last time I faced off on this guy, he pretty much table wiped me and made over 20 armor checks on his steam tank alone. 'Twas brutal. Here's my list. For the most part, it's the same list that I had in the last battle report. I like this one. It's looking like this is probably the one that I'm going to end up taking to the GT, the Rock War GT. So now it's just practice, practice, practice. So unfortunately, you guys probably aren't going to see a whole lot of change in my list over the summer. Maybe little tweaks here and there, maybe. But for the most part, it'll just be practice, practice, practice until I either have expertly mastered this list or I've just completely given up on it and I go over to elves or something. But we'll see. For right now, though, I have a Demon Prince, Lord Tremendous. He's got the Mark of Zenith. He's level 4 Wizard. He's got Chaos Armor, Charm Shield, Dragonbane Gem, other Trickster Shard, Soul Feeder, Scaled Skin, Flaming Breath, and the Laura Metal. My hero choices consist of the Exalted Hero, Lady Elizabeth. She's got the Mark of Zenith. She's a Chaos Steed, or she's on a Chaos Steed. She's my BSB. She's got a Halberd, Helm of Many Eyes, Dawnstone, and Poisonous Slime. And of course, my last Exalted Hero, Cast the Renewed. He's got the Mark of Zenith. She's got a Demonic Mount, Halberd, Talisman of Preservation, and a Third Eye of Zinch. My core choices consist of my 5 Naked Warhounds, the Manipulative Mutts. I have 18 Chaos Warriors, Blood Tide. They've got the Mark of Corn, Halberds, Full Command, Banner Rage, and I've got a unit of 15 Forsaken with the Mark of Corn. My special choices consist of 5 Chaos Knights, Elizabeth's Honor Guard, with the Mark of Zenith, Ensorcelled Weapons, Band of Musician, and the Standard of Discipline. And of course, my keystone unit, my model I can't play Warriors without, the Mutalith Vortex. Gotta love the beast. My opponent's list is as follows. He has a General of the Empire, Unbalance. He's got an Enchanted Shield and the Crown of Command. He's also the Lord, or the General of the Army too, which is, I don't know. In my opinion, he's way underprotected for a 100 extra point model and all that other stuff, not to mention usual, what's it called, bonuses you get for killing the enemy general, but that's just me. Whatever. I am Warriors of Chaos tainted individual. He's also got a Battle Wizard Lord, who's a level 4 wizard, Talisman of Endurance, Van Horstman's Speculum, and Laura Fire. His hero choices are a Battle Wizard that's a level 2 wizard with the Laura Heavens, other than that he's naked, 2 Naked Warrior Priests, Captain of the Empire, who's his BSB with the Armor of Fortune. That's it. His core choices consist of 50 Halberdiers with full command, and they have a detachment of 25 Spearmen. He's also got a unit of 5 Inner Circle Knights with Band of Musician. His special choice consists of 30 Great Swords, who are completely naked, and his rare choice consists of a Steam Tank, a Celestial Hurricanum, and the Luminarch of Heish. Here are my spells, 4 from Zinch, and of course the 1 from the Beast. And here are my opponent's spells. What is this? 4 from Life and 2 from Heavens? And of course, you know, like his Hurricanum and his Luminarch. Here's deployment. You're looking right at it. For the most part, my Knights were going to go and try to deal with the Great Swords because they have the highest armor save. I was going to take the Forsaken and either try to get them into the Spearman unit or into the Great Swords with the Knights, whichever was the easiest one to do. I was going to use my dogs as redirectors to make sure that the Halberdiers got separated from the Great Swords and the Spearmen. Meanwhile, Cass was supposed to get into the tank and just beat on it until it was either dead or gone. Because with his armor save and his ward save, I was pretty sure he could take any grinding attacks that this thing might throw at him. So he was my answer for the steam tank. Meanwhile, the Beast and my Demon Prince were... Well, my Demon Prince was going to try to stay away from the cannon at all costs, because I didn't feel like taking a shot and dying top of one. So my Demon Prince was actually going to hide behind the Mutalith and the hut there, that Ogre hut you see, until either the Steam Tank was pleasantly engaged in combat with my character, or it was dead, or he was, you know, not facing him, whatever. Bottom line, it was the Demon Prince was staying away from the cannon. They were also going to use their spells, because I have Lore of Metal and Beast spells, to deal with the Inner Circle Knights, because I was going to negate their armor save with Lore of Metal and the Beast spell if I could. Other than that, yeah, nothing really to talk about, because that was my plan, and now you're in the know. Here's my opponent's center. From left to right, he consists of his greatswords with his BSB, and I believe his level 2 wizards in there somewhere. And then on our right there in the back is his Hurricanum, his Luminarch, and in front of them is his detachment of Spearmen, which actually I think that's where his level 2 went. One of the Warrior Priests is in with his greatswords, the other one is in with his Halberdiers. Which brings us to his left flank. From left to right, there's his Halberdiers with his General and a Warrior Priest and his level 4. There's his Steam Tank in the middle, which you guys are, I'm sure, are very familiar with. And of course, there's his 5 Inner Circle Knights, which are there for XYZ reason. Here's my right flank, which consists of Lord Tremendous and the Beast. Here's my center, which consists of Cass, my Corn Warriors, and my dogs. And my left flank, which consists of my knights, Lady Elizabeth, and the Forsaken. Here's top of 1 after movement, and I didn't go first. I never go first. Well, I don't never go first. I would like to go first every single time. It's just never going to happen, and I'm a brat. So, yep, top of 1, and he scoots forward gingerly, not a ton. His Hurricanum and his Luminarch keep that 6-inch bubble around to give everybody that 6-up ward and the +1 to hit. The great swords go into the forest, which was a little surprising, because it just, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. They weren't going to be steadfast anyway. They're just naturally stubborn, right? So I guess that makes sense now that I think about it. The Halberdier and the Spearman unit move up to hold the center. The tank moves up a few. He's able to generate like 4 or 5 steam points, no problem. And the knights move up, just threatening enough. During his magic phase, he gets Throne of Vines up on his level 4, and that's fine. During his shooting phase, the cannon takes a shot at Cass. I immediately roll a 2 for my ward save, and he does 4 wounds and kills Cass. It's like, oh man, are you kidding? Are you kidding? Right off the bat, the 3-up ward save guy rolls a 2 and dies. But it is what it is, right? I mean, what can you do? I guess Cass just wasn't meant to fight in this battle. Luckily, the dogs take their panic check and actually pass on their own leadership, which was a little shocking. So, after that, we go to bottom of 1 after movement, and you're looking at it. My Demon Prince is now thoroughly afraid of the cannon, seeing the 3-up ward save guy get obliterated. The Beast moves up to 18 inches away from the Inner Circle Knights so he can get off his spell. The dogs move up slightly. I'm sorry, that's not true. The Demon Prince and the Beast both tried to charge at Inner Circle Knights and failed. The dogs, my Corn Warriors, they move up slightly because I want to charge, but I don't want to get charged, and I don't want that damn Steam Tank running into me and get all those impact hits. My Knights kind of spin around a little bit to try to get him to come closer, and the Forsaken stay right where they're at. There's a better picture of my failed charges for my Beast and my Demon Prince at the Inner Circle Knights. Either of them could have made it. They need like an 8 or a 9, and I was just rolling low. Like 2s, yeah, good. During the magic phase, though, I am able to get the Beast spell off on the Inner Circle Knights, and I kill one of them with the toughness checks, and they cause fear now for the rest of the game. So I'm a giver. You know, I'm a giver. I'm able to Irresistible Force through Searing Doom on his Steam Tank, and I do 1 hit for 1 wound. I just did the 10 up. It wasn't, you know, a spectacular magic phase or anything, but I only did 1 wound, which I guess is better than nothing. The resulting miscast 7. Is absolutely no big deal whatsoever. My magic phase was over anyway. I'm not in base with anything, and I had no dice to lose, so whatever. That's the best miscast you could possibly roll as a Demon Prince. So we go to top of 2 after movement, and the Steam Tank comes flying in and just misses me. The god-blessed greatswords literally needed boxcars to hit my knights, and he charged, and he rolled mother effing boxcars. He rolls a 12, needing a 12 to hit my knights. Exactly. I mean, I know that it's like 1 in 128 or whatever. Somebody with math, you know what I'm talking about. That shouldn't have happened. My gamble with the maneuvering of the knights, I didn't even think about that possibility that he could charge me, roll box cars, no problem, and hit my knights. So that's what happened there, and so I'm really, really worried about that charge now. Yeah, I'm thinking that my knights and Lady Elizabeth are screwed, and that the Forsaken are going to end up taking the brunt of that, and that's going to just suck. The Inner Circle Knights do try to charge, I believe, my Beast, and he fails. There seems to be a lot of it going on the right flank there. And his Halberdiers, his Spearmen, they don't really move. His Luminarch and his Hurricane move a little bit, but for the most part, they stay in the back and let the big guys do the fighting. Right there. Right there. He makes a 12. He makes needing a 12, he makes a 12. I couldn't effing believe it. And you know what? It's so impressive, it's actually going to get a soundbite. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, I saw that as fitting. It definitely deserved one. That was an amazing charge by my opponent. Lucky as hell, but damn, that is called betting big to win big and succeeding. I'm impressed. A little disgusted, but also impressed. There's a better picture of a failed charge. He didn't need a 12 here. He needed like a 6 or a 7. I guess he blew all his karma on the boxcar roll. But hey, it's a trending thing on this side, so whatever. During his magic phase, he does nothing, but during his shooting phase, he's able to fire off his cannon at the beast. No, I'm sorry. During his magic phase, he hits the beast with something. I can't remember what, and does 3 wounds to him. I'm not exactly sure what exactly it was in the magic phase, because it couldn't have been the cannon from the steam tank, because the steam tank's faced in our direction. But yeah, he catches a bit of love there. So, yeah, kind of sucks that he's more than half dead, but he's still in there. And what I've learned about the Beast is you can't count him out until the game is over. So, he's still kicking. Come on, Beast! During his shooting phase, the steam tank blows smoke on my Corrin Warriors, hits, I think, like 11 of them, 12 of them. He hits a lot of them. But it's only like strength 2. He didn't have many steam points left, so it wasn't that big of a deal. One guy falls down. Just one. That's fine. We usually kill or at least one warrior on our own after a battle anyway, if there's any left, just to keep them frosty. Over here in combat, my knights actually hold up quite well. Not only do they, well, I mean, they lose this combat. They do a little bit of damage to the knights. I believe Lady Elizabeth kills the unit champion and gets +1 initiative, which is good. I'll take it, But we lose this combat by like 4. We need a 5 to stick around because I have the standard discipline. But we make it. I roll like a 3 and they stand, which is huge because now my Forsaken, and that's a beautiful place for the Forsaken to be, are going to charge into the flank of these bastards and face stomp them. They're literally going to face stomp them, and I cannot wait because I'm really starting to enjoy the Forsaken a lot. So, without further ado, we go to bottom of 2, and as you can see, a boatload of stuff has happened. A literal boatload. My Demon Prince charges the Inner Circle Knights. The Inner Circle Knights decide to flee. They flee so far, they bounce through the Halberdier unit. The Halberdier unit has to take a panic check because a friendly unit bounced through them, right? They fail their panic check. Their BSB is way over by my knights. He rolls a 12. They flee. He bounces through the Spearmen, the Luminarch, and the Hurricanum. The Spearmen pass their break check. The Luminarch and the Hurricanum both fail their panic checks. They're all fleeing from the closest enemy unit, which at the time was the Demon Prince or the dog, something. They all fled. I think actually should have been a dog. I don't know. I'm not going to second guess it. You can see the book. We had it all out to make sure we did it right. Craziness. 4 of his units are fleeing right now in the top of this turn. Meanwhile, my Corn Warriors, because they're stuck between a rock and a hard place, they sacrifice themselves bravely by going into the steam tank, and the Forsaken dive head first into the greatsword's flank because it's just too juicy to pass up. There's a better picture of the Forsaken slamming into the greatswords, and I won't lie, I was tingly with after this charge, just tingly. And there's a better picture of the Corden Warriors charging into the steam tank. I was not tingly about this combat, not even a little bit. Nope, no tingles. And here is a picture of the Inner Circle Knights, the Halberdiers, the Luminarch, and the Hurricanum all fleeing, which is awesome because it just puts his entire army, well, not his entire army, but like a huge, massive chunk of his army is completely out of position now. Just completely out of position, and I'd be a fool not to take every possible advantage out of this, right? It was just, I was so excited. There's a better picture of my Demon Prince technically failing his charge. Couldn't have asked for a better, like, panic wave to hit. That was just phenomenal. I'm actually very, very, very okay with this failed charge. During the magic phase, my beast targets a spearman, because why not, and gets a spell off, and it ends up giving them +1 toughness and -1 attack. Not that that matters, because it's to a minimum of 1, so they still had 1 attack, and I just gave them +1 toughness. And I think maybe 2 or 3 of the spearmen died of toughness checks. It's actually more of a boon for him than it is for me, but whatever. I still like the beast spell. Also, during the magic phase, I'm able to get Glittering Robe off on the Corn Warriors, and that's just to give them an armor save against the tank's grinding attacks, because I'm really nervous about watching this unit get pulverized and not do 1 wound to the damn tank. And then, just to add insult to injury, I didn't really have any other targets, so I did Final Transmutation on the Halberdier unit, and it goes off, and I turned about a dozen of them into gold. I didn't get any of the characters, I don't think. Maybe the unit champion, I'm not positive, but I did get a boatload of the Halberdier guys, and I'll take it. I know the stupidity doesn't matter, but I needed to start, shrinking that unit down anyway, so that kind of worked out. It was irresistibly cast, though, and I roll a 4 on the miscast chart. Oh, thankfully, I roll my d6 to see if my guy goes into the warp, and he's fine. And the strength 10 hit that he suffers, I save. So we're all good. We're all good. Woo! I was positive I was going to lose my Demon Prince to the miscast, and when he survived it, I think that might be the first time he's ever survived a miscast 4 or less. So very thankful. Thank you, Dark Lord Zinch. I appreciate it. We go into combat at this point because I don't believe in shooting, and I roll slug brains for my damn Forsaken, so they always strike last. So they go Simon with the great swords, but that sucks. I was really hoping to get anything. Anything would have been better than that, but isn't that always the case? Yeah, well, 1 out of 6 chance to roll it, and I roll it at least once a game, so it's something that you got to deal with, but oh well, what can you do? In the end, though, it worked out pretty good. I don't lose any knights. I lose 2 Forsaken, and I cut down 14 of his guys. I think Lady Elizabeth ends up in a challenge with his Warrior Priest, and the Warrior Priest is able to survive. I'm not sure if it couldn't have been because of a ward save. I don't know. No. His BSB went to the back. That's right. His BSB went to the back because he refused the challenge. So I beat down 14 of his great swords. They aren't steadfast, but they are stubborn, and I believe they make their break check. Over here in combat, the Corn Warriors do quite well. They do a ton of wounds to this thing, even needing 3s and 5s, but they end up, what's it called? He ends up making a boatload of his armor saves, but 1 slips through. So I think I found the chink in the armor there because, yeah, he's actually starting to take wounds. Now he's got a 1/3 chance of misfiring, so I'll take it. With all that said and done, we go to top of 3 after movement. And I think I might have lied to you. I think the great sword's actually broke, and I forgot to take a picture, because in top of 3, as you can see, the Forsaken and the Knights have gone to the left there. So the great swords did break, and I ran them down. So extra excited, yay! Sorry, I don't know why I didn't take a picture of that. But anyway, yeah, during his phase, the Spearmen charged the dogs, and I decided to stand because I didn't want him redirecting into the Corn Warriors and making it. I figured he had less of a chance to 2d6 it's straightforward as opposed to adding his movement 4. The Inner Circle Knights fail to rally and keep going. However, the Halberdier unit, the Luminarch, and the Hurricanum all rally, which beggars can't be choosers, but his BSB, one of his warrior priests, and his entire unit of greatswords are dead. His steam tank is stuck. And his spearmen are way out of position, and his Inner Circle Knights are still fleeing, so he is still majorly on the back foot. So I'm kind of okay with how things are going. There's a better picture of his spearmen slamming into the dogs. And there's a better picture of his units rallying. And there's a better picture of his Inner Circle Knights still fleeing, which is awesome! During his magic phase, he gets Flesh of Stone off on his spearmen. That sucks, but what can you do? They're like now toughness 8 or something ridiculous, but I wasn't planning on them being in combat anytime soon. I was gambling. If he killed my dogs and overran into the Khorne Warriors, I was screwed. If not, well, then it didn't matter. Because let's face it, I don't care about the dogs. The fact they were supposed to keep the Halberdier unit out of combat, and the Halberdier unit took care of that for me. So losing 30 points to these guys isn't going to hurt me. And that's exactly what I end up doing. In combat, the dogs just get pulverized. There's absolutely nothing I can do. And the ensuing overrun, he actually does not make it. So we go over this combat over here, and the Khorne Warriors put 2 more wounds through on the steam tank, and I lose nothing from his grind attacks. He did generate some steam points and everything like that, so I was like, oh no, and then the grind happened. Glittering Robes saved my butt. Very happy with Glittering Robes. Lore of Metal, very powerful lore to have with the Chaos. So yeah, I put 2 more wounds through on the steam tank. It's down to 6. I've got hope here. He's not making every single armor save anymore, so that's a good thing. These are all good things. So we go to bottom of 3 after movement, and as you can see, the charging and fleeing continues. The Mutalith charges the spearmen in the flank, not because I expected him to do a whole lot with them being at toughness 8, but because I did not want his spearmen slamming into my Khorne Warriors. I figured charge and a flank, with a little luck, I'd be able to get a few wounds through. He was more than likely not going to be able to do any wounds to me. That was the idea, that was the plan, but it was all for nothing because they fail their terror check and flee and get away, but now they're fleeing again. So by the time we get into combat with them, unless he recasts his spell, they're going to be toughness 3 again, so that's awesome. Or toughness 4, I'm sorry. So yeah, that's outstanding. My Demon Prince runs up and just gets into range to either go after the Inner Circle Knights and charge them off the table if they continue to flee and they don't make it, or to slam into the Halberdier unit and start killing them, or whatever. But I'm pressing my advantage. The Forsaken and the Tzeentch Knights turn to face the Halberdier unit and the Luminarch and the Hurricanum because I want to kill every last one of them because I owe them one. Here's a better picture of the terror check failure of the spearmen, which is great because they do run and they run really well, and they get away, but they're fleeing, and that's awesome. And so with my magic phase doesn't do anything, and I don't have a shooting phase, so we'll go straight into combat. And my Khorne Warriors put another wound on the on the steam tank. It's half dead, which is far better than anything I've done against the steam tank in close combat ever. So I'm very pleased with this. With that turn over, and it is relatively short, we go over to top of 4 after movement, and his spearmen fail to rally, and they flee like 2 or 3 more inches. However, the Inner Circle Knights do rally, and that's largely thanks to his general being within 12 inches, because I think they rolled a 9 or a 10. I'm not 100% on that, but they do rally. And his Halberdier unit just kind of turns and gets ready for the charge from the Knights or whatever, and the Inner Circle Knights turn to face, the Hurricane and Luminarch stay to bestow their bonuses to the Halberd unit. That's really about it. Yep, there's a better picture of the spearmen as they leisurely stroll forward a few more inches. Oh yes, during the movement phase as well, he does generate some steam points, and he's able to grind 3 of my guys down because of the whole grind attack thing that actually happens in the movement phase. So, yeah, he's able to take out 3 more of my Corn Warriors, and that's largely due to the fact that Glittering Robes is gone. So what can you do, right? Also, during his magic phase, he gets the 5-up ward on his Halberdier unit thanks to the Warrior Priest, which I didn't really care about because I didn't think I was going to see them in combat or anything anytime soon. During the shooting phase, we check, and it turns out that that steam cannon thing has 360 line of sight. Not the cannonball, but the steam cannon. It's got 360. So he turns and he blasts it at the beast. It's just kind of a cool angle there. It is a neat little thing that we found out. So, oh well, not a huge big deal because it doesn't hurt him. He's unable to wound. We go into combat, and I took this picture because I wanted you guys to see how corny my Corn Warriors are. After getting 3 of their guys stuck into gears of the tank, they got pissed. And I think, and here's it, all those dice right there, every single attack hit. Every single one. Go ahead, look. All 3s. I didn't roll 1, 1, or 2. They all hit. I end up wounding him 9 times. I wound the steam tank needing 5s 9 times. Guess how many wounds got through? Guess. Go ahead. I won't click yet. Okay, I'm going to click. 1. 1 and -2, so he needed 3s. 1 wound got through. So I've done 6 wounds to him now, so that's something. But he makes 8 of his saves, so it's like, you bastard. But it was just kind of a cool thing to have every single one of them hit, and then wounding 9 times, and then just 1 wound gets through. So yeah, I think we found the titanium side of the tank, and we need to get away from that and start working on the aluminum portions again. So with all that over, we go to bottom of 4 after movement, and I charged. My Forsaken charged his spearmen, who had to flee because they were already fleeing. My Forsaken rolled boxcars. That's the second boxcar charge this game. They end up going 18 inches straight forward, and as you can see, they end up right in front of the Halberdier unit. They run down to Spearman unit and his little level 2 caster. That was awesome. My Demon Prince did try to charge the Inner Circle Knights once again and failed because it's trending. I'm telling you, it's just a popular thing to do. And I believe my Knights may have tried to charge. No, my Knights didn't try to charge. My Knights moved up to try to get a hold of the Halberdier unit because now the Forsaken are going to get charged by them, and that sucks. Meanwhile, the Beast moves up to get within, to get there, to get in the range of his Halberdier unit and his Inner Circle Knight unit and try to. I was going to decide which unit I was going to try to throw his spell on, because I needed to shrink down that Halberdier unit before it hit my Forsaken, or they were just screwed. There's a better picture of the Forsaken just charging across the entire table, 18 inches, to run down the Spearman unit. I don't know why these guys are Forsaken. They are friggin' champions. I'm going to have to redo the unit to look like a bunch of unit champions, because they are friggin' spectacular. There's a better picture of my Demon Prince failing the charge. I'm not sure if he charged the Inner Circle Knights or the Halberdier unit. I think he might have tried. I might have tried to charge the Halberdier unit and failed. It doesn't really matter either way. He did fail, but I think, just judging by the way he's looking, I think I tried to charge a Halberdier unit and failed. During the magic phase, the Beast gets his spell off on the Inner Circle Knights. It's the bouncing one, and it ends up hitting the what's it called? Hitting the Inner Circle Knights and killing off 2 of them. It bounces over to Halberdier unit and kills like 3. It's not a huge thing. I think it bounces to the Hurricanum as well and then does a wound to that, and Luminarch as well and does a wound to that. I did take pictures of it, but they were so bad I'm not even going to bother putting them on here because it'll give people seizures, and I just don't want to do that. But I will show you a picture of this. Yeah, the final transmutation that I got off on the Halberdier unit. Yeah, that's friggin' glorious right there, because another like 8 die or something insane, which is huge because now the huge line of stupidity and everything. And just to show you I'm not lying, you can see the little wound token on the Hurricanum right there from when the Beast bouncy spell hit. He did actually take a wound from it. So that's huge. Loving the Lore Metal, loving the Beast, loving the way this list just kind of synergizes with itself. Very happy with this so far. And just to add some icing to the cake that I'm gorging myself on, my Corn Warriors have another outstanding hitting and wounding on the Steam tank combat phase, and they do 5 or 6 wounds to this thing, and 4 get through, which finishes off the tank. They got him. They got the tater. I am so happy at this point. I'm trying to contain it, trying to keep my composure because this is still my buddy I'm playing against, but damn the Steam tank. The only thing that would make me hate it more is if it was an elf driving the damn thing. And you know what? I'm going to believe that's what it is. I'm going to believe that an elf was driving this damn thing, which is why it was so easy to cave in. No, I was very happy with how the Corn Warriors went up against the tank. I know it's not typical. I know that's not the way it usually goes. God knows I know that. But I only lost 4 Corn Warriors the entire combat. They were in combat for a long time with this thing, and I only lost 4, and I was able to put 9 wounds on it because there was one from Searing Doom. So very happy the way this one worked out. And yeah, I got the Steam tank. So, flush with victory, I go into top of 5 after movement. And by I going into it, I mean the Halberdier unit comes slamming into my Forsaken because they all pass their stupidity checks, which makes sense. And the 2 remaining Inner Circle Knights slam into the Beast, and that was probably smart because they had a really good chance of killing him. Other than that, the Luminarch and the Hurricane move over slightly to keep that 6-inch bubble with the Halberdier unit, and everything else he has is dead. So, yeah. There's a better picture of his Halberdier unit slamming into the Forsaken. And here's a better picture of his Inner Circle Knight slamming into the Beast. We go straight into combat because his magic phase, I think I ended up killing his wizard, to be perfectly honest. I think I got his level 4 wizard with that final transmutation spell. But anyway, we go into combat here. My Forsaken end up getting poison, which is awesome. I lose 2 of my Forsaken, and he loses 10 of his Halberdier unit. He didn't pick up the models just simply because I think I had broken the spirit at this point. He knew he was going to lose this game. So he didn't want to pick up 10 of his models because he knew he was just going to put them right back down once the game was over, which it was very close. So 10 of the guys are dead. Only that front rank is still alive. We both understood it, and I'm not going to force a guy to move his own stuff just to save my pictures. It's just not the kind of player I am. So just imagine that second rank isn't there because it's not. And then over here, the Beast, he ends up putting like 3 wounds on me on the charge and everything from his guys, or 2 wounds or something like that. And I'm able to save just enough where the Beast has 4 wounds on him now. With his counterattack, the Beast is able to take out 1 more of the Inner Circle Knights, leaving 1 left. I believe I lose this combat, I think, with his charge and a banner and a wound to my wound. I lose by 2, but largely thanks to the Demon Prince being within 12 inches, having leadership 9. The Beast stays because he's... And you can't doubt the Beast. What did I say when he took the 3 wounds in like round 2? You just can't ever discount a Beast until he's off the mother effing table. So, we go over to bottom of 5, and the curtain has fallen. The Demon Prince charges into the Halberd unit, the Knights charge into the Hurricanum, and the Corn Warriors sit in the back and chant Corn's name because it's done. It's just the way it is. I skipped the magic phase because there's no point. I skipped the shooting phase because there isn't one. And we go straight into combat, and my Demon Prince issues a challenge. His general accepts because he can't get away. Well, I guess he could have, but he accepted it. And he gets killed, no problem. My Demon Prince it's not a challenge at all. The Forsaken get armor piercing and just finish off everything else. Most of the unit targets whatever character he has left, if he did. I can't remember if he did or not. I think he did, and I think Final Transmutation took care of his wizard. I think the unit, what's it called? The Warrior Priest was taken care of last round, and this round the Demon Prince took care of the General. The Forsaken were easily able to kill off the remaining Halberdier guys, and there's nothing even to pursue, so they just stand there. And that's fine with me, because I wanted them dead. I got what I wanted! Yay! So, then we go over to this combat with the knights into the Hurricanum, and they obliterate it. They don't obliterate it. They do enough to win the combat by a ton. It breaks, it gets run down. They slam into the Luminarch, which makes its panic check. And then the Beast kills the remaining knight. He weathers all the guy's attacks. I don't think he's able to wound or anything like that. And then it's dead. The only thing he's got left is on the table is the Luminarch, and so boom, there it is, the end of the game. My opponent concedes because yeah, my knights were going to kill the Luminarch, and that was going to be a total table wipe for the Empire player. And yeah, so that's 2 wipes in a row for the Demon, or for the Warriors of Chaos since the Demon Prince has been back. So I think that's Tzeentch trying to tell me something. I could be wrong. It's happened before, but I'm actually very pleased with how this army is working out for me so far. The synergy, the way it's all working. I think it's going to be real competitive when I get to the Rock Wars, and so that's why I don't think I'm going to change anything. I don't see any purpose in doing it. I got a decent fortitude. I got a lot of punch. I've got 2 soft choices, so I get a little bit of bonus points in the end. I'm looking forward to it. I think now it's just practice. But we'll go ahead and get to the recap in a minute, because right now it's time for a quick timeout. Token time, everybody. Tokens. Check them out. All the tokens you could need for anything that you could possibly play. Warhammer 40k, Infinity, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Infinity, Malifaux, whatever you need tokens for, Token Gal can make the tokens. They're dirt cheap, guys. No more than $8 for a set, but they're solid gold quality. I mean, these are glass beads. They magnify the picture and the words. You've got wound counters. You've got status effects. You've got spell effects. +1 toughness, -1 strength. You know, whatever you need. She's got all the magic lores. She's got everything you need for any system that you play. She's got a email address you can send and be like, hey, I'm looking for this. And now she has a website. It's there at the bottom. I'm not going to bother reading it off, because if you can't read, what the hell are you doing on the internet? Just seriously, though, check her out. Check out her website. Order yourself some tokens. It's totally worth it. You won't regret it. Hey guys, I know I've already talked to you about this before, but you should really check these pictures out, because they were all painted, including my model, by Unleashed Wargaming. And they have their email right up there at the top of the page, and they've also got it down there. They got a YouTube channel. He's working on a website. It's not quite ready yet, but yeah, really, if you get a chance, check these guys out. If you're looking for someone to paint your stuff real good, seriously, check these guys out. Go to his, send him an email, check out his YouTube page. It's really worth your time. It's a phenomenal job. It's quick, it's painless. You don't have to worry about painting your stuff. And soon I'll be running a model that these guys painted for me, and I'm very excited about that. But check out these pictures. Give this guy an email. Check him out on YouTube. Get your models painted by him if you can. It's totally worth it. And tell him Tremendous sent you. As you guys already know, we are going to the Rock Wars GT. I will be there, so it's September 12th to the 14th. Totally excited to be going. If you're going to be there, if you just want to show up and say hey or whatever, I would love to meet you guys. I'm really enjoying doing these battle reports. I'm enjoying the comments. I'm enjoying the back and forth. And so, by all means, if you're there, you want to swing by, say hey, I would love that. Maybe we get a game in. I would be thrilled to be able to do a battle report with it. But yeah, definitely, if you guys are there and you want to meet up, hey, by all means, come say hi. You'll know my models. If you're interested in going, though, if you want to check it out, I think there's still some slots open. Check it out, rockwarsgt.com. It's right there. Real easy to type in. You should be able to figure it out. But yeah, guys, come check it out. Come say hi. Love to meet you. Yeah, I want to let you guys know about a new opportunity for you. It's called the Redstone Rumble. It's a major fantasy 40k Flames of War and War Machine event. It's in October 4th and 5th in Huntsville, Alabama. And I'm not going to be able to attend because I'm in the military and I'll be elsewhere during that time. Not for a long time, just unfortunately that particular week I'll be out of town, so I can't go. But my loss is your gain because my admission fee had been paid. So rather than let that go to waste, with the TOs and the event organizers for the Redstone Rumble, we have decided to do a giveaway. You want to go to the Redstone Rumble? Are you available to go October 4th and 5th? Do you want to play Fantasy at 2,500 points? A 40K tournament at 2,000 points? Flames War or War Machine? Whatever the heck you want to play? You can have my ticket. The way we're doing a little bit of a giveaway. So basically, in order for you to win this free admission, and there'll only be one winner, I need you to come up with a great name for any unit I field, except for Lady Elizabeth or Lord Tremendous. They're going to keep their names. But if you wanted to name my Exalted Hero, or one of my units of warriors, or my Forsaken, or my dogs, even the Beast. If you want to name the Beast, go for it. But the trick is, you got to impress me. I mean, it's the free admission pass that I'm giving you, so impress me. Earn it. I know, kind of a foreign concept, but no. Earn it. Rename, just put it in the comment section. This will be going on for a little while yet because, it's out there for a little while, so everybody's going to get the opportunity to participate. But by all means, if you are available to go to the Redstone Rumble, October 4th and 5th in Huntsville, Alabama, and you want to get in for free, and you have a little bit of cleverness in you, or somebody you know is clever, rename one of my units. Put it in the comments section below. Just mark it, hey, here's my entry. This is the unit. This is what I think they should be named. The one that wows me, the one that makes me go, oh, I like that, is the one I'm going to choose. And you will get free admission to this event, the Redstone Rumble. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, or whatever like that, just go ahead and go over to www.redstonerumble.com. Check them out. You can get their contact info and stuff like that. They'd be thrilled to talk to you, I'm sure. Answer all your questions. Really cool guys. Real big in the Warhammer scene. But yeah, guys, this is your opportunity. Not only name one of Lord Tremendous's units, but to also get yourself a free ticket to a major event. It's worth it. Do it. So, yep, as you saw, it was a victory for Lord Tremendous. My opponent ended up surrendering, but it was, you know how it was going to go. You saw it. You watched it. I lost cast to the Steam Tank's perfectly shot cannonball, and I lost my Warhounds to the very pissed off Spearman. And the Empire guy lost everything. Yeah, he still had the Luminarch left on the table, but the way we played is when you surrender, everything dies. So, it's just like that little bomb in their brain goes off, so it's all over there. But, if you want to say, no, the Luminarch was still alive, then so be it. But we don't play that way. It was really nice. The Corn Warriors taking down the nine wounds off the tank and only losing 4 of them in return. That was outstanding. The Corn Warriors really redeemed themselves after what happened last time. Even though that was the Knights, it was just so much better. It was very nice seeing the Corn Warriors do that and withstand the grinding and everything like that. Very proud of them. The mass panic of the Empire Army in turn 2 pretty much sealed the deal with this one. My opponent, unfortunately, was rolling really, really high during most of this game, and when it really bit him in the butt with his that long distance boxcar charge with his great swords. That was huge. Don't get me wrong. The fact that I was able to survive with my knights and not break was fortunate and lucky as hell. Let's face it. But putting his BSB that far away from the rest of his army was what really helped that mass panic become possible. And that made it, it sealed the deal. He was on such the back foot the entire rest of the game that there was really very little he could have done to pick it back up. So it's unfortunate, but don't get me wrong, I had to press my advantage because that's the name of this game, right? My Demon Prince surviving Miscast 4 was game saving. That could have really turned it around because he still had his level 4, and with me not having any real magic defense, if the Demon Prince goes away, that that would have been bad. Even if it was just buffing his units and stuff. He had Flesh to Stone and all the other, and regrowth and stuff, so I didn't want to mess with that. And thankfully my Demon Prince was able to placate Tzeentch enough that he didn't have to go back to the warp during the fight. Thank you, Daddy. Really loving the Forsaken. When I first started playing Wars of Chaos, I actually had a big brick of 20 Forsaken in there, because they're my core choice. They were a big chunk of my core choice. And as I also believe I had Halberd unit, either Halberd or Hand Whip and Shield unit, Nurgle Warriors when I first started playing the Wars of Chaos when the new book came out, and the Forsaken got into a bad situation one game with being charged by ogres, and they got obliterated before they could do anything because I rolled slug brains, and so I took them out of the list. And I haven't had them in the list for a long, long time, and now that I put them back, I don't know how I ever played without them. They're just too much fun. Really enjoying it. I wish that we were playing at 2,500 points so I could boost the unit up to a 20 or 24. I mean, I know that's huge points, but screw it. It's my core choice. Felt great to get some vengeance on the Empire army that curb stomped me last time. I have dwarven tendencies with this army. I do carry grudges. Every once in a while, I want to get that revenge on my opponents. So, oh well. Yeah, I'm a big jerk. But yeah, it was just one of those things where in the end it worked out. But as always, it was a great game. I had a great opponent, and I'm looking forward to the rematch. But yeah, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this army report, or I'm sorry, this battle report. If you guys have, as always, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, feel free to put them in the comments section below, and I'll get to you as quick as I can. Don't forget about the contest we got going on. I'll probably end up ending it sometime in July, maybe late July, early August, somewhere in there, and that way whoever the winner is has time to, submit their list to the Redstone Rumble and all that good stuff, and yeah, should all work out just fine. So keep those names coming. Some of them have been really, really good. The Corn Dogs, I really got a kick out of that one. The Reavers of Ulthon, I really like those. So yeah, but anything, I mean, keep going. I haven't made a decision yet, even though we've got some some well-named ones. No, that doesn't mean they're gonna win. So keep throwing them out there, and maybe we'll have a big honorable mention thing when I announce the winner. Make a big spectacle out of it. It'll be fun. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Thanks.